Welcome to Tales of Honor, a podcast with a mission to tell the true stories of every recipient of our nation's highest military award, the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Tales of Honor podcast. This is episode number 450, and I have two birthdays to go over today, as well as one piece of news, and I would like to tell you about my trip that I am now home from. I'm not going to tell you about the whole thing, but I'll leave all the boring details out. But I would like to point out that while I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I had the opportunity to stop into the Charles H. Coolidge National Medal of Honor Heritage Center. And what a cool little place that really is. It's in downtown Chattanooga. It's right near the aquarium. If you ever have the opportunity to go there, I recommend doing it. It's a great time for the kids. They really focus on specifically Tennessee recipients of the Medal of Honor. So it's not everyone, not all the Medal of Honor recipients, but specifically those from Tennessee, which I thought was really cool. It was a good time. And apparently, after we came down, the lady at the front desk had informed me that I missed meeting Kyle Carpenter within like 5 minutes. He had stopped in to drop off some stuff and then left, and I apparently missed him by about 5 minutes. So, oh well, maybe next time I'm in the area, he'll pop in again. Anywho, it was a good time. I recommend you check that place out. You can visit their website, mohhc.org, for more information. And that's... and one other thing, we did manage to visit the Chattanooga National Cemetery and visited a few notable graves to include Mr. Charles Coolidge himself and Desmond Doss, as well as the original recipients of the Medal of Honor, which were from the Great Locomotive Chase back in the Civil War. So that they have a nice monument in there. So that was really cool, really breathtaking cemetery, beautiful cemetery. So if you're in that area, I do recommend checking that out as well. So that is all I have regarding my boring life, but something that's not boring that was shared with me this morning was the homecoming of Medal of Honor recipient Father Emil Capone. He received his Medal of Honor for his actions during the Korean War, and he is now home. It's pretty cool to see him come home, so that is a nice homecoming. And once I have an update as to where his final resting place will be, which I'm assuming will be Wichita, I will keep you updated. Moving right along to birthdays. First off was yesterday, September 28th, 1944. This birthday belongs to the one and only Kenneth Stumpf. Kenneth turned 77 years old. He is a former Army Sergeant Major that received the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War. So a very happy 77th birthday to Kenneth Stumpf. And today's birthday, September 29th, 1947, belongs to Gary Wetzel. Gary is a former Army Specialist 4 that received his Medal of Honor also for his actions during the Vietnam War. So a very happy 74th birthday today to Gary Wetzel. And that's all the birthdays I have for the month of September. And that's all I have for the business side of the house today. And next month, October, we'll continue on with World War II recipients. And I'm going to have a plethora of birthdays on the next episode. So tune in next episode, which will be Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now, let's move on to today's Tale of Honor. Elmer was born on the 12th of July, 1920, in Hebron, Illinois, and at the age of 22, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy. After training at Naval Station Great Lakes, he was assigned to the USS Fletcher as a fireman 3rd class. He reached the rank of water tender 2nd class, which was a fancy name for fireman, and the rating evolved to boilerman and eventually to machinist's mate. It was Elmer's actions on the 14th of February, 1945, that would later earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving on board the USS Fletcher during action against enemy Japanese forces off Corregidor Island in the Philippines, 14 February 1945. Standing topside when an enemy shell struck the Fletcher, Bigelow, acting instantly as the deadly projectile exploded into fragments which penetrated the No. 1 gun magazine and set fire to several powder cases, picked up a pair of fire extinguishers and rushed below in an absolute attempt to quell the raging flames. Refusing to waste the precious time required to don rescue-breathing apparatus, he plunged through the blinding smoke billowing out of the magazine hatch and dropped into the blazing compartment. Despite the acrid, burning powder smoke which seared his lungs with every agonizing breath, he worked rapidly and with instinctive sureness and succeeded in quickly extinguishing the fires and in cooling the cases and bulkheads, thereby preventing further damage to the stricken ship. Although he succumbed to his injuries on the following day, Bigelow, by his dauntless valor, unfaltering skill, and prompt action in critical emergency, had averted a magazine explosion which undoubtedly would have left the ship wallowing at the mercy of the furiously pounding Japanese guns on Corregidor, and his heroic spirit of self-sacrifice in the face of almost certain death enhanced and sustained the highest traditions of the U.S. Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life in the service of his country. Elmer Charles Bigelow died the following day on the 15th of February, 1945, at the age of 24. His family received his Medal of Honor from Vice Admiral A.S. Carpenter 1 year after his death, and he is buried near his mother in the Lynn Hebron Cemetery in Hebron, Illinois. And that was a Tale of Honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor, and if you enjoyed the show, please be sure to subscribe and tell your friends and family. Tales of Honor is written and produced by Christoph Ambrosch, and theme music is Loyalty and Duty by Floruz Music. If you have any questions, you can send an email to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com, and please be sure to visit talesofhonorpodcast.com for more episodes and information.